Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Marathon Nextgen Reality Ltd Q3 and 9 months FY26 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participants' line will be in listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand over the conference to Ms. Mahalakshmi from EY. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Pari. Good afternoon to all the participants on the call, and thank you for joining the Q3 and 9-month FY26 earnings call of Marathon Nextgen Realty Ltd. Please note that we have mailed out the results to everyone, and you can also see this on our website, and it's also been uploaded on the stock exchanges. In case if you have not received the same, you can write it to us. We'll be happy to send it over. Now, before we proceed to the call, let me remind you that the discussions may contain some forward-looking statements and may involve known and unknown risks, uncertainties, and factors. It must be viewed in conjunction with our business that could cause the future results, performance, or its achievements to differ significantly from what we have expressed or implied. To take us through the results for the quarter and answer to all our questions, we have the management of Marathon Nextgen Realty Ltd represented by Mr. Chetan Shah, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Mayur Shah, Vice Chairman, Mr. Kaivalya Shah, Director, and Mr. Samyak Shah, Director. We'll be starting the call with a brief overview for the quarter and the 9 months gone past, and then we can follow it up with questions and answers. And with this being said, I'll transfer the call to the management. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining Marathon Nextgen Realty's Q3 and 9 months FY26 earnings call. We have delivered a strong performance in 9 months FY26, reporting our highest ever 9-month profit after tax of 161 crore. This growth has been driven by the robust performance of our commercial portfolio, complemented by steady contributions from our residential business. It reflects our disciplined execution and the inherent strength of our diversified portfolio mix. Friends, during the 9-month period, our area square feet sales stood at approximately 1.8 lakh square feet, booking value at 421 crore and collections at 578 crore, with commercial assets contributing meaningfully alongside stable residential traction. Total revenue for the 9 months stood at 487 crore. On a post-merger basis, friends, you know that merger procedure is ongoing. On a post-merger basis, area sales increased to 2.46 lakh square feet, booking value to 628 crore and collection at 798 crore. This performance underscores the strength of our net debt-free balance sheet and our strategic presence in high-demand micro markets. The recent union budget, friends, have provided a significant boost to India's infrastructure pipeline. With several large-scale projects underway in and around Mumbai, the real estate sector is set to benefit materially. Major benefit coming to peripheral geographies in MMR, where we will have significant presence post-merger, like Panvel and Dombivli. Stable interest rates and a clear shift in buyer preference towards quality developments further strengthen the outlook for both residential and commercial segments, particularly for a listed player like us. Mumbai also witnessed multiple high-value land transactions over the past year, reinforcing confidence in its commercial real estate market. A notable transaction is the acquisition of property approximately 1.3 acres in Lower Parel for 448 crores for a Grade A commercial project. Reaffirming the continued focus on CBD. In this context, Marathon is strongly positioned with nearly 224,000 square feet of post-merger ready inventory in Marathon Futurex Complex, our Grade A commercial asset in Lower Parel. The project continues to attract high-quality buyers and lessees, supporting healthy realization. We remain firmly bullish on the commercial sector and expect sustained momentum through FY26 and beyond. Marathon Millennium Our commercial project in Mulund has also witnessed encouraging traction from small and medium enterprises. Friends, on our premium residential development in South Mumbai, Monte South at Baikala is progressing decisively. We have delivered marquee amenities, including the swimming pool on the 65th floor, which will be enjoyed by more than 350 families in Tower A. Tower B has secured occupation certificate approval up to 45th floor during the December quarter, with other work already advancing to 62nd floor. Tower C is also moving at a strong pace with RCC slab work completed through the 17th floor. Overall execution across all towers remains robust and on track. Additionally, Bhandup has witnessed multiple land transactions in the range of 41 to 43 crore per acre in close proximity to our land holdings, highlighting growing developer confidence in Bhandup as a key emerging residential and mixed-use hub. Our projects Neo Valley Kaveri, Narmada and Neo Park Ashoka are progressing strongly. Neo Valley Kaveri is over 90% sold, Narmada is over 45% sold, and Ashoka is over 70% sold. Construction is advancing in line with our plans. Kaveri's 22nd floor RCC is nearing completion, Narmada has reached plinth stage, and Ashoka is finishing works for 22 stories at an advanced stage with RCC complete and finishing happening. It is going to have OC in coming months. Panvel, widely regarded as Mumbai 3.0, has seen a sharp surge in land acquisition and large-scale development announcements across residential, commercial, data centers, plotted developments and integrated townships, backed by strong foreign direct investment interest. The commencement of commercial operations at the Navi Mumbai International Airport in December 25 and its recent transition to 24/7 operations and the fully operational Mumbai Trans Harbour Link, that is Atal Setu, have significantly enhanced connectivity to South Mumbai and the airport belt. With this scale of infrastructure plan development, Panvel is clearly emerging as the next major growth hub for the MMR region. With respect to Marathon Next Zone in Panvel, Phase 1, comprising of 12 towers of 30 story each, is fully completed with full occupation certificate received and nearly 2,700 families already residing there and enjoying the project's amenities. Phase 2, consisting of 4 towers of 30 stories each, is nearing completion with occupation certificate applications underway for select towers. We have also announced the launch of Phase 3, comprising approximately 4.9 lakh square feet across 4 28-story premium towers with a gross development value of about 600 crore. The outlook for India's real estate sector, friends, and Mumbai in particular, remain highly promising. Continued infrastructure-led growth, redevelopment-driven supply, and sustained economic momentum are expected to support healthy demand across segments while maintaining market stability. Building on this favorable backdrop, our company is well positioned to capitalize on emerging opportunities. Our diversified portfolio, anchored by high-performing commercial assets and resilient residential pipeline, places us in a strong position to drive consistent growth and long-term value creation. Thank you very much, friends. We can open the floor for questions now.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rahul Sharma from SB Invest. Please proceed.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Great. Thank you so much for taking me up, sir. Sir, I have a few questions. I wanted to know whether you plan to expand beyond Mumbai MMR or do you intend to remain focused on your core markets for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, is that the only question or you have other questions also?
Yes, I have others, but one.
Okay. So to answer your first question, yes, we are MMR focused company, and we intend to largely focus in MMR. We don't have immediate intention of going to other towns. All our projects and future projects are also planned in MMR. There is a lot of opportunities in redevelopment sphere. There is a lot of opportunities in terms of peripheral areas where townships can be developed and even plotted development can happen. So we are trying to encash on these opportunities currently.
Okay, sir. So, and how do you think about the booking momentum in Q4? Do you expect it to sustain, or was Q3 aided by any one-off or bulk bookings? Also, which projects do you expect will be the largest contributors to the bookings and let's say collection in FY27?
So the booking momentums are steady. If I have to give an example of one of our largest project, which is Monte South. So we've been doing a steady sales over there, close to 100 crore quarter, and that has been consistently happening for last 6 to 8 quarters. And going forward also, the kind of demand is consistent, and we'll be selling at that same velocity. On the other question which you had on which project acquisition, another.
So regarding contribution of which projects of sales from next year, FutureX, our commercial ready to move in asset, is actually going to get us a lot of the revenue from that, because it's ready to move in, and also zero cost is required to complete it. So maximum revenue will be from there. In addition to it, Monte South as a residential will also be getting us good revenue. In addition to this, we have announced the launches of Marathon Next Zone in Panvel as well as Bhandup Neo series. So these are the two projects which, in terms of pre-sales, you will be seeing good traction. So yeah.
Understood. And so you are seeing quite good growth in inquiry to booking conversion, right? At maybe current price levels.
Yes. The inquiries have been very good, and consistent inquiries have been there, and conversion is also very good.
In fact, in a few places we are seeing rise in realization also, mainly FutureX.
Oh, that is good to hear. And just last question that I have right now. Sir, if you could share the breakup of, let's say, unsold inventory across the premium and luxury, mid-income and, let's say, affordable segments that we give.
So, are you talking about ready to move in, or what are you talking about?
Ready.
Yeah. So, in terms of ready inventory in FutureX and FutureX campus, we have around 2.25 lakh square feet, and this is a post-merger number, as announced by Chetan Shah in the opening speech. Regarding Monte South, we have around 1 lakh square feet in Tower A, and in Tower B we recently got OC, so the sales are happening fast in terms of ready to move in. And Tower C, the progress of is not ready yet, so construction is happening. In Bhandup, as Chetan Bhai mentioned in the opening speech, a lot of inventory gets sold in the pre-launches, and 90%, for example, is almost sold in the ready to move in project that is getting OC. So Bhandup inventory is a fast moving inventory.
So Bhandup, we don't have any inventory at the time of occupancy certificate. It's very negligible.
All right, sir. Understood. All right, sir. I think that is what I wanted to know from your end. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, and all the very best to you for next quarter. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mihir Desai from Desai Investment. Please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So firstly, some generic questions on the project. So if you can walk us through the revised launch and execution plan for Neo Valley project, including key milestones which have been completed.
Yeah. So Neo Valley, just to give you a brief understanding of Neo series, we have Neo Valley Narmada, Neo Valley Kaveri. These are the two projects. And the third project is Neo Park Ashoka. Neo Valley is in totality a 14-acre layout where we have launched around 3 odd acres, which is what the Narmada and Kaveri are. And Neo Park is a 6.5-acre layout where we have already executed a Neo Square as a project, which is ready and OC, and the project is over. And Neo Park is around an acre of project. In terms of updates of those projects, Neo Valley Narmada, we have recently received environment clearance. So we are, we have already announced the launch of Tower C or Wing C of that tower. In terms of construction, we have reached list of that tower. Regarding Kaveri, we have topped out in terms of RCC, and in terms of sales, we are beyond 90% of sales. Regarding Neo Park Ashoka, the two wings A and B, we are applying for OC in the next quarter, and Wing C is what under construction is on the 11th floor today.
Okay. So next on the next zone phase 2, what is the completed project status, and also the OC timeline if you can share.
Sure. Samyak here. So, as you may know already, Next Zone Phase 2 has 4 towers, out of which we have already completed, finishing work on 3 towers, and 1 tower RCC is completed. We are hoping to get occupation certificate of 2 of the 4 towers in the next, hopefully by end of this financial year. At the most, it could miss by 1 month or so. And the balance 2 towers before Q2 of FY27.
Okay. So now I had few questions on the strategical front. So you have mentioned in the presentation regarding the amalgamation arrangement. So
Yes.
just wanted your if you can throw some light on how it will help in terms of GDV expansion for the company, and how it will be a greater turnaround for the company. Just wanted to, if you can throw some light, it would help.
So this amalgamation is under progress, and we have already shared all the data and GDV value on the website. But just to briefly tell you that as infrastructure is progressing for the whole of MMR region, like in my speech I mentioned that the infrastructure is going to help people move easily from point A to point B. So it is going to help the peripheral area to grow much faster than it was happening. Earlier, city from Fort to Panvel, X amount of time was being taken. Now it is less than 1 hour. So it is like going from BT station to say Badlapur and BT station to Panvel. Almost the same time will be taken. So that way, all the peripheral area is coming closer to the city, and the price differential that we see in the city and the peripheral area is huge. So the peripheral area is bound to improve in prices. Having said that, we already have 2 big parcels that is coming in the merger. One is in Panvel land, and another is in Dombivali. And third major parcel of land is coming is in Bhanduk slums. So these are the 3 major acreage that we will get, about 400 acres of land which is a huge potential for years to come. That is going to get in the amalgamation when everything is done within next 9 months or so.
Okay. And sir, in this 400 acres, what kind of projects are you eyeing? Like it will be a super premium, or?
These the peripheral areas. It is never a super premium project. Super premium projects are in city of Mumbai. But having said that, these are also premium projects. If you have visited our Nextgen Panvel site, where 13 towers are completed, it is no less than any premium project in city of Mumbai. But because of the location, it would not attract premium prices like, say, BKC or Ghatkopar or Mulund area. But then all these areas are catching up.
Sure. Sure, sir. So, and in terms of QIP, you have mentioned that some of bit of the money would utilize for the debt reduction part. So then, how are we looking at our debt position now?
We have reduced debt to almost zero. So in fact, it is a negative debt. We have current balances. So if you say net debt, we are negative. But currently, some car loans or equipment loans and other things are about 20 odd crore worth of loan is there. This is major reduction from what we had about 2 years ago.
Okay. Sure, sir. So lastly, if you can throw some light on how has been the ground environment in the industry, and going ahead, how we are looking at the demand, if on a ground level, if you are looking at any slowdown or it's still strong. So just wanted the idea of on your end.
There is no slowdown as such because the growth is tremendous. But Mayur will answer in detail.
See, if you look at the annual data of last year, the Mumbai MMR region is contributing roughly 30 to 40% of the real estate market. And if you look at Maharashtra government plan of integrating entire Mumbai MMR region like Mumbai 3.0, and there is one plan of creating one more airport near Vadhavan. So all these infrastructure projects are at a very, very fast pace, and it's quite visible now, and people are experiencing those advantages. And in that, if you look at that perspective, Mumbai MMR I think will continue to grow. We have, if you look at even the very high-end premium markets where 100 crore plus properties also book very quickly, and 5 to 7 crore type of units which we are seeing in Monte South project are getting a good velocity. So across the segment, whether 1 crore or up to 100 crore, and Mumbai MMR is really going with great guns with all the infrastructure projects like airport, C-Link, and new 3.0 announcement. I think really we have seen very good times, at least for Mumbai MMR.
Just quickly, I just wanted to add on that as well. See, there is also a trend on consolidation in the industry itself. So even if however the obviously the aggregate demand is increasing, but we are seeing very good instances where a lot of the new proposals that are coming to us are from sort of other developers, and there is a huge consolidation thing which is also playing out, and we are benefiting from that trend. And so both these things put together, I see things are going to be optimistic going forward.
Sure. Thank you for answering my question, sir. If I have any queue, I'll just join back.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Deepak Kumar, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Thank you for the opportunity. So I would like to touch base on one of the financial question here. So can you break down the 9 months PAT contribution between commercial and residential segment, and what will be the mix we should assume for FY26, FY27 going ahead?
Yeah, we'll just collect the data and give you answer in 5 minutes. Before that, we'll take our next question.
Okay, no issues. So on Monte South, can you provide the clearer timeline for the OC time completion for Tower B and C?
So Tower B right now is actually topped out. So the entire 65 floors RCC is completed, and as an our we have already taken last 2 months ago occupancy certificate up to 45 floor. So Tower B 45 floor occupancy is already done. The full tower OC is expected by December 26. And Tower C,
Okay.
the work is already progressing. So in next 1.5 year, we will be getting OC of up to 30 floors, and another say totally 3 years, we will be taking OC up to 65 floors.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And on the FutureX side, can you share the current price trend and how strong is the demand visibility? I think you answered it a little bit. I just wanted to check on the price trend for the next few
Samyak
quarters.
will answer that. Samyak has been looking at the marketing and sales of the project. Yeah, Samyak.
So FutureX demand has been extremely strong on both sort of segments, the leasing segment as well as the starter selling segment. If I were to just give you some perspective, compared to last year, the project as a whole versus what we may complete this financial year with, if all the transactions that we have in the Q4 get completed, obviously subject to that, we are seeing about at least a 10% increase in sales value. Coming to the sales price, while the project has different pricing depending on the floor that you sort of select or choose, across the project we have seen from a financial year comparison close to 10% increase in realization. So overall quite good, and we continue to see good demand, especially also from our existing clients who are coming back and leasing again and again multiple spaces. So that always shows that things will remain steady and positive going forward.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the answer. And I think that's it from my side. All the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Isha Shah, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Thank you for the opportunity. So, which projects do you expect will be the largest contributors to bookings and collection in FY27?
So yeah, we did answer that, but that being said, I'll still repeat. In all, like I mentioned in the previous answer, that Bhandup and Panvel, we've announced recent launches. Panvel around 4.9 lakh square feet will be launched. The GDV of that is around 600 crores. And in Bhandup, it's around, of the announcement, we have already launched 170 crores of GDV. So these are the two major pre-sales numbers which will be contributing in terms of the numbers of next year. And we have around, in terms of FutureX, we have around 2 lakh square feet, which is ready to move in. So there'll be a huge number coming from that. And Monte South, in terms of residential, so around 400 crores of pre-sales will be at least anticipated next year.
Okay, and so could you share the breakup of unsold inventory across premium, mid-income, and affordable segments?
Unsold, sorry, if you could repeat your question, please.
Sir, could you please share the breakup of unsold inventory across premium, mid-income, and affordable segments?
Yeah. So in terms of premium, like I mentioned earlier, around 1 lakh square feet is unsold in Monte South Tower A, which is a premium project. In terms of affordable, Bhandup, like I mentioned, is when it comes to OC, it's nearly sold out. In Panvel, some of the phase 1 inventory on higher floors is pending, which will be around 1 lakh square feet.
Value wise, it would be around 40 to 50 crores.
Okay, sir. And also, do you plan to expand beyond Mumbai MMR, or do you intend to remain focused on your core market for the foreseeable future?
So we see enough and more demand in MMR, like it was answered before. There are many micro markets where we are already expanding our depth and breadth, which are already the markets we are in. And there is lots of potential in many other micro markets where we have very little presence so far. So for example, the western suburbs, there are aspects in, Thane, and many other. Navi Mumbai, redevelopment is also happening in a very, good pace. So we continue to evaluate across geographies and across asset classes in MMR. That's our plan for the next few years.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. That's all from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dev Ajmera, an individual investor. Please proceed. Mr. Dev, please proceed with your question. So as there is no response from this participant, can we move further with the next question?
Yes.
The next question is from the line of Vansh, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you for this opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes.
So my question is to the management. This is like one thing that I got to know. Like we are focused on in the MMR region only. And before the QIP, during the QIP process, and even after the QIP in many calls, one thing that we have been iterating along is that we are focusing on redevelopment, right? But I mean, I haven't seen any sort of any launches or announcements in the redevelopment circles. I mean, given the market size, I mean, how big we are and how much potential we have in this region, even the local builders sort of are continuously launching redevelopment projects. And we are sort of like, I mean, my sort of a disappointment, I would say, from my end is that I expected a lot of redevelopment sort of actions. I mean, there is no sort of any announcement from the company's end given the sort of trend that's happening in Mumbai particularly. So my question to put in brief, why is that we are not announcing any sort of concrete, either a division separately or any project launches in the redevelopment division? Second, my question would be on the QIP side. Right, we have raised somewhere around 900 crores from the QIP. It was raised, I guess, in July or June, July, right? And after the QIP, I mean, there was some during your presentation, the QIP as well, the projects that we have seen, and I mean, and these are not something, neither sort of very big projects or that sort of expectations of momentum or aggression from the management that as an investor generally expect. Even that we launched now the new homes Bhandup or next one Panvel. These are around 5 lakhs and 15 lakhs of square feet. And given the land bank we have in Panvel and Bhandup or Dombivli, we have sort of development area potential of more than 1 crore. Correct? So, I mean, why is it that even after 2 or 3 quarters or sort of 6 to 9 months, why is that there is no any sort of new project launches or sort of aggression that I'm missing? Yeah.
Yeah. So first thing that we would like to mention is out of the QIP process, a big chunk has gone towards repayment of debt. And as for the redevelopment and why no announcement on redevelopment, this is not a switch on off kind of a process. The due diligence of land related initial stage projects take very long time. If we try to get into a project which is already running by a builder, then there are other issues that we need to see, So the due diligence itself is a very long process. So it's not that we have not looked at it. We have looked at, many projects, more than 45, 50 projects that we have looked at. And there are projects in which we are moving forward, but till the definitive announcements are made, we will not be able to, till the definitive agreements are made, we will not be able to make any announcement on those. However, I would like Mayur to add on to this scenario.
Yeah, so see, redevelopment, I think you talked about, we refrain, as Chetan said about it, that we refrain from announcing until we really at a final development level. However, just to give you an idea, there are almost 2 clusters where we are almost at a very finality level. However, as I told you that it takes time. Redevelopment goes through very, very stringent processes. And recently, small redevelopment projects, we have also done an acquisition of a company, SSPL, which is going to bring almost close to 1,000 crore of a project, which is there also they have as a preferred developer level. So, these processes are going on, and at appropriate time, we will announce all these projects which we have been looking at for last 3 to 4 months.
Also, to add on to it, you mentioned that the land that we have acquired or will be acquiring in neighboring Dombivli, Panvel through the merger process. Typically to launch a large scale in any of these areas, you require multiple permissions. So, which is the agenda of this year, where environment clearance, approvals, and all of that will be happening, and hence the launches will be coming in the forthcoming year. So, the groundwork has already started in all these areas.
No, I get it completely. I mean, there are sort of, challenges when it comes to redevelopment also, and including, given the size of land bank that we have, we need to get certain permissions. But my only concern is that when do we have a separate redevelopment sort of division? Because, given the pace of we generally cover a lot of companies, other companies as well in real estate. But given even the small local developers continuously, they go on to expand and, get and target some new redevelopment projects. If you talk about Mumbai specifically, if you see from the north, Dahisar, Borivali to here down south Mumbai. So all sort of local builders or even prime listed large companies in stock exchange, even they are, aggressively launching redevelopment projects. The expectation is generally that, it does not take sort of 9 or 10 months sort of timeline that is in our case. So do we have a separate division or sort of any action or roadmap that we have in the next 1 year we are sort of targeting this much of redevelopment projects? We cannot now go on in past and then again change something, but in future, in coming times, are we looking at something sort of internal targets, or you would like to share with us?
No, we already have a team specifically for redevelopment projects. We have a team of 12 people that are working on it. Almost every tender, if you see, we'll have a marathon participation, either in taking the tender and then doing the due diligence, and then we have our own internal metrics within which if the project fits into that, then we proceed further into that project.
How much of the tenders that we have participated and sort of we have converted?
Yeah, but these are future-looking statements. We have to announce it only when we have a definitive agreement with the society. There are places where we are preferred developer. There are places where we are in top 3. So all these announcements are not necessary right now till we have a irreversible or binding agreement with the societies.
Right. So the last on the QIP round, could you please tell me what was the amount of debt repayment of 900 crores?
Around 340 crores.
340 crores. So the balance amount, are we sort of in Panvel, Dombivli and Bhandup again, given the land bank that we have, also the sort of investments driven by the government and the local bodies, are we launching something aggressively in the next coming times?
Yeah, so announcement of launches have already been made in terms of Panvel, Bhandup and Baikala, and also from our QIP proceeds, some of the investments we are actually putting in the existing projects and making sure they run fast. So that is also where we have invested. And balance, like you rightly said, in terms of redevelopment projects and newer acquisition is what we are pumping in. Yeah, so if that answers your question.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a gentle reminder to all participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and one on their touchtone telephone. I repeat, participants who wish to ask question may press star and one now. The next question is from the line of Dev Ajmera, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon to the panel, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask a question. So, what's the update of the NCLT?
Sorry, the what? I couldn't hear you.
What's the update of the merger and acquisition in the NCLT?
Yeah. So regarding the merger and amalgamation arrangement that you are talking about, the process is first it gets cleared by SEBI and then it goes to NCLT. Currently, NSE, BSE, both the exchanges where we are listed, they have cleared, and the SEBI is doing the due diligence. 3 rounds of question answers have already happened with SEBI also. So we are at the final stage of SEBI approval. And then once that is done, that will go to NCLT, and that is after NCLT is receiving the application, there would be about 6 to 7 months period.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vansh, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, just one question that I have. Like again, so there are sort of 3 projects where we are continuously again, in every presentation that I'm hearing is a Monte South, Nextgen, and FutureX. So I've been across all of these projects, and what I can say, some of these are ready, and some of them like good to complete. Or I would say I can expect they're about to complete in a very good time, in short span of time. So how like in the coming time, let's say in the next year, FY27, how many sort of like say 3 or 4 or 5, whatever be the number sort of projects you can name or tell us these are going to be our cash cows, or these are going to be sort of revenue or cash flow generation sort of projects. The Monte South, no, other than these 3, other than Monte South, FutureX, and Nextgen, what are the new projects that are going to contribute to our cash collections and revenue?
See, all our ongoing projects are so huge that they are 4 or 5 projects within one project. If we just talk about Monte South, there are 4 residential towers and 1 commercial tower planned. Total square feet is about 4 million square feet. So when we talk about such huge project, it is going to be ongoing for a longer period of time. However, having said that, what new projects are going to be added, Kaivalya will add to that.
Yeah. So from the post-merger scenario, we have a project called Marathon Next Town, which is in Dombivli. We have already applied for environment clearance. So in that project, we have around 7-8 lakh square feet in terms of pre-sales that will be coming in the forthcoming year. And in Next World is another project. Again, that is in Dombivli. So these are the projects in Dombivli in the post-merger is what I'm talking about. Over there also significant pre-sales will be coming in. And talking about Bhandup, we have yearly target of specific launches and specific approvals. So year on year, at least, we have an internal target where we have assumed a good chunk of inventory coming from Bhandup.
So could you please tell us around of the total in terms of the square feet, 1 crore in more than 1 crores of square feet in Dombivli, Panvel, and Bhandup? How much of the square feet are we?
So frankly, it's based on demand. 1 crore square feet is too much in that specific geography. But that being said, we are trying to hit our maximum limit, And just to get, give you an idea that in every place while we are developing, in terms of monetization plan, we're open to do some kind of a joint venture with a larger developer who can take a larger chunk of our land and, do a joint venture with us, something of that sort that will augment our, pre-sales. And there are many other methods like selling B2B to other developers, like say PTC sales. I mean, there are different models of sales where in one shot we can do like 100 crore, 200 crore transactions. And these are transactions that are very live and happening in and around Bhandup. And so these are some of the methods in terms of, monetizing our land.
Okay.
Sorry?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, is there any builder that we are already in talks with for joint venture, sort of any large?
It's too early to say anything, frankly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vishweshwar Rao Kasturi, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Hi, good afternoon. So if I remember correctly, I saw one update that you have acquired a related party company for 8 crores, where there is no revenue for the last 3 years. I just wanted to get the details of that.
Yeah, this is Sunset Spaces Private Limited. This is the company that we are acquiring 90% stake in the company. The company is valued at 90 lakh rupees, and we will be, this is a pre-money investment of 90%, which is roughly about 8 crore 10 lakhs. So post-money, the company's valuation is about 9 crore. In this, we already have 2 ongoing projects, and that company has been following the project completion method. So there has not been any revenue recognized for last 2 years. And once they come into the fold of subsidiary of our company, the process is going to be in sync with Marathon's project percentage completion accounting process. So from this March itself, the revenue will start getting recognized in that company. So that company has 2 projects in Dombivli, roughly about 75,000 square feet each. So that is immediately under acquisition. And that company also is sort of preferred developer for one of the redevelopment process. So all these things will be announced once we have all the equity acquisition completed. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. As there are no further questions from the participant, I now hand over the conference to management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. One question probably remained unanswered was regarding residential commercial mix. So currently the 9 month has roughly 60% residential and 40% commercial in the top line of 9 months. That was one of the questions. Other than that, thank you very much for participating and asking questions and being involved in company's affairs. We really appreciate all your input and we look forward to such participation in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Marathon Nextgen Realty Ltd, that concludes this conference call. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.